That's just how I walk now.
Somewhere around here, but I can't work out where is the site of what's going to be Worcestershire Parkway station.
Not Worcester Parkway, Worcestershire Parkway, and at the moment the cross-country line sort of skips Worcester to the east. So if you're on a train between between Birmingham, going down towards Bristol through Cheltenham, they don't go via Worcester, but by connecting, what they do, where the it's the Finstock line, where the line comes up from Oxford. What's that line called?
Cotswold.
The Cotswold line, thank you. From Oxford through the Cotswolds to Worcester. The two railway lines sort of cross, and at that crossing there's a proposal to build a new station, Worcestershire Parkway, that will link up the two lines, and we're looking at...
that was it.
Was that it? Did we literally
just pass it? I saw a structure which looked like building a new station. It looked like there was like the remnants of a footbridge.
Where are we, Vicky?
We're at Cheltenham Spa.
Are you doing a dance? Why are you? What's the dance all about?
I'm doing cautious dancing backwards.
Apparently, someone's brought us some snacks. Where's the snacks?
No snacks here.
Somebody said that they were going to bring us tea and cake at Cheltenham. Oh, right. Thanks, Cheltenham.
No rush. There's no rush. Later. Thank you.
It's 5:25. I think we're at station 30. Is it 29? I'm losing count. Losing my mind. We're at. Let's do it. Go, Sarah. We're at Bristol Parkway. There's a new platform over here. I think is it either platform 3 or platform 4. There's a brand new platform. There's a GWR. Vicky's just reminded me we've been going for 9 hours as we get to Bristol. We're going to do an interview with Robert, and also Garion is going to be here. The man from the filming video.
Hello, hi.
With some I'll shake your hand, Garion, but we can't do it. We're just going to do a quick video with this guy. Don't go anywhere. Give us a quick Bristol fact.
On the Clifton Suspension Bridge, if you look at the arches, they're not symmetrical. So on one side they're more tapered, and on the other they're more rounded. So next time you look at the suspension bridge, look at the archway, the holes, things, the towers.
Thanks, that's an amazing Bristol fact. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
It's been like this all the way.
It's 6:20.
We've been going 10
hours exactly.
that merits a video.
Is Taunton station. If you come down here, that is station number 31. We're a couple of minutes late. We followed behind a GWR train that was going in through into the loop at Weston-super-Mare. So if you come to here, I'm now going to colour in the map, and we're now at Taunton there. Excitingly, in case you've not been paying attention, we've been on a cross-country train all day today, and the head of cross-country comms, Richard Gibson, has joined us. So I guess we should ask him some questions, right? This man is Richard Gibson. Hello, Richard.
Hello, good to see you.
I was hoping for like some badge or something, or
no, not today.
Or maybe a cross-country hat, so we knew you really were from.
I joined you at the last minute.
You have done. So you jumped on at Bristol.
Yes.
You were with us just for this last little bit, and you go back again. But your job, you're head of comms for cross-country. In a nutshell, what do you do?
Look after media, look after stakeholders such as politicians, local authorities, and MPs, and just tell them about our business.
Are you here to keep an eye on it? Is that you're keeping tabs?
I'm just down here to see how it's all going.
Okay, you're based at Birmingham, am I right? That is like that's the mission control. That is the centre of cross-country operations. How many people work at cross-country at Birmingham? How many people work for the company as a whole?
There's about 1,800 people in total, and there's about 100 and some people in Birmingham that manage all the back office procedures.
The bit I think that's fascinated us most today is when we learned quite early on that to operate this one 13-hour, 20-minute train, it's shared by 8 drivers, I think 7 train managers, and then the catering staff. But the fascinating thing about that is that it must be therefore somebody's job in Birmingham to actually work that out for all your services, and the back and the forth, and it's incredibly complicated.
Yes,
how do they do that?
We have a whole team of people that look after this for us, and it's purely around how long the staff can work on any one shift, where the depots are, where the supplies are, and it's a logistical issue, but like all logistical things, you can just plan it in advance.
Okay, I have to ask a cheeky question. Have you ever been to Penzance before? I know you're getting out at Exeter today.
I've been to Penzance many times.
Have you travelled the whole of your network?
I've travelled this journey just once.
Okay.
Yes, the whole network.
Okay. Is there a particular favourite cross-country route that you enjoy?
I think all of them are great, but this one is particularly
they're all great. Is there a terrible one? I'm teasing. There's no terrible.
No terrible routes on any of our railways.
Right, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for popping to see us. Station number 32. I'm starting to lose my mind slightly. How are you doing? I'm feeling like
Parkway.
Yeah. David is still nobly taking pictures.
Yeah.
This is not the world's most exciting station. But we just wanted.
Why do you say that?
I think we can safely say that the Victorians aren't responsible for any station that's got the word Parkway in it. And that's a very 21st century thing. Quiz question for YouTube comments. What was the very first something Parkway station? And it may have been Bristol.
Are you asking me?
I don't know. We can't, of course, not give a shout out, as always, to the wall at Dawlish as we go right along the sea track. Coming up. I wanted to just point out that what really happens when you're on a 13.5-hour train journey is that you collect a table. Teacups, water bottles, maps, laptops, cables, magazines, ties, strawberries and raspberries, I think, for some reason, a water bottle, and just pens and bags and stuff. And we need to just, we have made a mess of the table. Sorry.
Feel body slowly regenerating. We've got 2 hours left. 2 hours-ish left.
So approaching Plymouth, David, who's been... what are you going to do with all the photos? Well done, by the way, for taking all the photos.
No problem.
Wouldn't it be terrible if you missed, like, Camborne right at the end? If you missed one?
I've come close to missing a couple. But
Why have you come close?
Because I've been stuck, or I've got no memory on my phone, or, you know, there's all sorts going on.
What are you going to do with all the photos that you've taken?
Probably give them to my mum.
You printed us out a look at the sign! Look at the sign! We love it. Give us an amazing fact about Plymouth.
It's Britain's Ocean City.
It is Britain's Ocean City. What's your name, sir?
Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Hi, Jeff.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Vicky, alright?
I think we've got like 2 minutes. Then what time are you due out?
You're due out 1949.
We're here with Alan. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello. You will be familiar with Alan. So, Alan, just remind us how we know you and the organisation you set up after seeing all the stations.
We have a walking group based in Plymouth, and we saw you going to Shippy Hill, and we thought, what a fabulous idea, we can do the same at Coombe Junction. So we took a group of people down there, and now we've been taking lots of people down to Coombe Junction.
So you're here today to talk to us about Plymouth, and you've done a little bit of research.
So here we have the fact that in 1844, when the original Act of Parliament was proposed to the Cornwall Railway, that you were going to go across the River Tamar on a ferry, on the train.
Okay, so we've just crossed it along the Royal Albert Bridge, built by Mr. Brunel.
Mr. Brunel.
But before that, the idea was the trains themselves would get onto the ferry.
Yes.
And how would this work, Alan?
It was going to be rope worked.
Okay.
So basically they would have had either an engine or they would have had a balance weight which would have come up the track as the carriages went down to the riverside, and then they would have been loaded by gravity, or they would have had horses or an engine to load it onto the train.
Incredible.
Onto the train onto the ferry.
And why did this genius idea never come to fruition?
Because Brunel took over and decided it was much easier to have a bridge.
I'm very pleased you did. It's a very nice bridge.
It's a lovely bridge, yes.
Made it to Bodmin. Made it to Bodmin, made it to Bodmin Parkway. And I forget which number we're up to. Maybe number 39, 40? Should have probably checked before I got out onto the platform. Station 39, we've made it to Par. It's the Par sign. We're on a Par for Newquay. It's the 3-letter station. How many 3-letter stations are there?
11, 12.
Name any other 3-letter stations. Hang on, let's hang on. Alan. Ear.
Gwen.
Don't know. Ely.
Ely, go again.
Don't know.
Oh no.
IBM.
IBM. David's out the game. Phil?
I've got nothing.
It's just between Alan and Vicky.
No, I did.
Oh, Vicky, it's all on you.
Air.
Lee.
You said air.
Oh, you said it.
Air's been said somewhere.
There's one on the Hastings.
Rye.
Or and Rye. Yes.
I'm going to hide in the toilet. This game is too much for me.
Dear Phil, but don't forget to lock it. Lock the toilet, Phil.
Actually, it locks also.
Lock the toilet. How you feeling, Sarah?
I'm pretty tired.
How you feeling?
Magnificent. I am completely enthused by the beautiful scenery.
Massive.
They have about 3 schools in Cornwall.
The reason why you're only seeing a closing door shot at centre and not me on the platform is because for the first time ever I've filled up a whole memory card full of video because I've shot so much video today. St Earth is there, station 44, hour 45, it's 9:37, we're 1 minute late, it's pretty much on time. Penzance is next.
Are we coming into the home straight?
Are you tired? Are you stand to attention?
Yes.
Backwards
I'm ready.
dancing.
I'm
Backwards dancing. Show us your Penzance moves. Show us your secret Penzance symbol. We made it.
Come on.
We made it.
We made it! It's like all the stations condensed into one day. It's that weird feeling. We were like, we did this thing! And then, but it was just taking a train, but it was so cool.
I'm emotional. I'd like to thank my mum, my dad, my cat.
That was an amazing trip. Just the most beautiful countryside, great service, and the fact that we travelled 774 miles and we were, what, 3 minutes late? I mean, that is pretty impressive. So, fantastic all round. Delighted.
Jeff, say goodbye to Facebook.
Goodbye to Facebook.
How do you feel?
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted.
We're back at Penzance
I
again. It's so
know.
weird.
I know.
It's so weird. We're back at Penzance. Oh man. Okay,
So yeah.
I've just got to write down the number of the train.
What?
Longest train! Longest train! Longest train!
You're gazing at each other.